Live. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our stream, Adventures of Dór Ambaria, episode 13. Last we left off, the group got themselves into a bit of trouble. But before we get there, they were headed to the mountains south of Myrtlewood, known as the Glimmer Peaks. Is what the locals seem to be calling them. For a couple of reasons. Searching for Carmen's kidnapped grandmother / warlock patron, who, using the song The Imp, the familiar that your mother had sent Carmen, you had discovered that Cathalis was captured by these orc fiend hunters, and so headed into the mountains there, also knowing that your friend, your ex-partner, Rosalind, was headed in that direction as well for her own reasons, having something to do with the nature of her family's sorcery, trying to either strengthen or stabilize it after the catastrophic events in Myrtlewood with the inn coming to life and all the mimics attacking and everything. So with the group headed after making camp at the Dustergat Mines, you met a group of dwarves and gnomes who allowed you to stay at their camp. Juliana, you stole some of their diamonds. You spent some time kind of examining their contraption that they hadn't been using for drilling, which looks like it encapsulated a fire elemental inside of it. But your rest there at the mines passed uneventfully. Looks like there were plenty of dwarf guards on the prowl. No monsters came by or anything, and they were seemingly unaware of your theft. So you left on their good graces and made your way further south towards the mountains. It was difficult. You took your mounts, I'm blanking on the names, Snow and Boko, as far as you could, following a stream until you got to a cliff face, where there was a small sort of oasis amidst the dry lands, and a colony of these tiny little mushrooms. And as you sort of, Mira, you kind of bathed in this pond for a bit, discovered a magical gem at the base of the pond. Meanwhile, the rest of you noticed that these mushrooms were moving around and talking. And one of them, kind of spoke. He introduced himself. He said they were a colony of myconids. They were here on the surface. They were serving the god Silofer. They had, asked you to please return the gem. And Boko, meanwhile, was having a bit of a feast, just kind of pecking away at some of these guys. I believe Abner, you stomped on one or something.
After it attacked Boko.
After it attacked Boko, of course. And you guys you got in a little fight with these little mushroom guys who could all fit in the palm of your hand. You killed a good amount of them until the other ones begged you to please leave. And you guys left Boko and Snow right there in that grove, and continued further in towards the mountains, using spider climb to scale the cliffs. And following some trails, you found some trails of manticores, and also some markings, some charred markings, and some large scratch marks of what appeared to be belonging to a larger monster, which I think it was Alara who was able to identify they were belonging to a beast of draconic origin. Continuing along as the air was thinning, I believe 2 of you began to become a little bit exhausted. I think it was Juliana and Mira, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. So you guys both have a point of exhaustion right now.
Yeah, we do.
You came across some strange-looking ore veins, and just continue to make your way through the mountains, looking for some sign, maybe these lost ruins. Before you got too far, I will also mention using the Lantern of Revealing you had gotten. You guys discovered a floating invisible orb that was just floating around. I believe it was Carmen's person, maybe just 5 feet above her. And you were able, with some deduction, some powers of deduction, and some good arcana checks, Alara, you were able to identify that as belonging to a divination spell, specifically scrying. Someone was watching you. You're not sure who, not sure why or for how long, but you were being watched. You used the lantern a couple more times. The orb didn't reappear, so it seems as though for the time being, you were safe. Continuing along the mountains, up in the peaks, you encountered more of these manticore tracks and followed them upwards to find a family of 3 manticores, just kind of lounging on this sort of plateau among the mountaintop. As you approached their territory, you noticed they didn't react much or move much. They let out a couple of roars, but did not approach you to attack. So as you got closer, I believe Abner used the trident to call down lightning, and thus started off combat and began to defend themselves. And you guys made quick work of these manticores. Alara using a good hypnotic pattern, some very nice divine smites from Carmen, and then some kobolds showed up as you were halfway through fighting these manticores. And just as the manticores died in the fray with the kobolds, you guys heard the beating of wings and a ferocious roar as the source of these animal beast markings and scratches and corpses of burnt animals that you saw on the way here. He revealed himself as this red dragon flew up from the peaks and let out a breath of fire on several of you, knocking Abner down unconscious, killing some of his kobold followers in the process. And with Abner going down and a few of you, Carmen and Juliana, injured, that is where we last left off. Did I miss anything?
Oh wait, are things still funky with magic?
Not as far as we knew.
Yeah, you didn't have any real issues casting spells, I don't think. I'm not...
It's down below kind of high.
Well, you also forgot to mention Juliana fell off the mountainside.
Oh, I smacked into the
Juliana
wall.
did fall off on the side, yes.
And then on to Abner.
I do have
The whole
a question.
Yes.
And this is just a mechanical, technical question. So how is damage going to look for me? Because of the armor and because of my natural resistance to fire.
It was already... We took care of it last time. You took half damage. Are you talking about from the breath weapon?
Yeah, because my armor protects me against breath weapons from dragons.
Oh, really?
Yeah, remember, it's the dragon... It's called the Dragon Guard armor or something like that. It's from the...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Did we... Justin, do you remember if we took that into
No,
account?
we
I don't
didn't
think we
take
did.
that out. We just halved the damage that
Okay.
the breath did.
Well, I think did Carmen succeed on the save?
She did.
I think so,
She
yeah.
did.
That
Okay,
18
so we halved it
numbers.
twice, so we can half it again.
Yeah.
A little back.
Okay, so let me do some quick maths here. So
I'm so sorry.
no, don't be. I'm glad. I totally.
Yeah.
had
54 divided by
forgotten
2
about
is
that.
27. Whatever. 20,
Well, it would have
26.
been divided by 2
Seven.
again because she's resistant to fire
Yeah.
damage,
Yeah.
7 damage.
and she
total.
succeeded the save. So she took 7. So let's add that 7. So really, it should be 3, right? Because you said you saved.
It should be only quartered.
Well, she
Yeah,
saved.
Save. So 20,
Resistance.
27.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's half. Then resistance. Then the resistance from her armor.
Yeah, so it should be
which
7
would make it
damage.
7
Yeah.
damage instead of.
All right. So I'm gonna add 13 back. No, I just need to add 7 back to your hit points, Carmen.
Yo, that's fabulous.
Okay. Yeah, because this was actually not me trying to retcon anything. This was more because we're going to be fighting a dragon, and I wanted to know how
Yeah,
to do
no,
the math.
that's a good point. And as the dragon, takes another breath after unleashing his breath weapon, he looks at the damage he's caused, looks at Abner having gone down, and he looks at you, Sinclair, seemingly not have done as much as he would have liked. And he just growls and he says, "You've made a mistake entering my territory, adventurers. Come now, we must do battle." And we're mid-initiative, so we're just going to kick it right off. Abner, I need a death saving throw, please.
What a first roll.
Yep,
You can
what a
do it.
first roll. You can do it, man. Natural 20.
I believe in you.
Yes.
Oh my
Oh
god!
no! That is a natural 1. 2 failures for Abner.
This is going so well.
Technically, it's a saving throw.
Okay,
Oh,
so
that's the
you...
one.
Well,
He
you
gets
get...
to roll again, doesn't he?
Wait,
No,
aren't
he
you a
gets
halfling
the
too?
addition.
No,
Oh
you're
wait,
not.
is
you
it the
are.
halfling thing? Is that what you meant?
He's a halfling.
Halfling.
Or are we talking about the
Lucky.
aura of
You reroll
protection?
natural ones.
Yep.
It's your
If you
call
so
as the
choose.
DM, John.
I know.
Because
I'm just wondering
technically
what
death
ability
saves
you're referring to.
Lucky.
Yeah, you can reroll.
There you go. Just because it says saving throw.
Yeah, definitely. Go for it. There you go. 18. You have 1 success. Nicely done. So Abner's looking, he's twitching around. Carmen, you're up. What would you like to do?
Okay. 1 second. I'm just gonna be real with you. I'm gonna go screaming with my axe at him.
Nice.
He's on the ground, right? He's not flying?
No, he is flying.
Okay, never mind
Sorry.
then. That means I'm further away than I thought I was. Then I'm just gonna shoot him twice with my longbow.
Okay. Yeah, I believe he's like 15 feet in the air. I'm actually gonna just write that. So yeah, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Do
Nice.
I say? Okay, I'm gonna be that. I'm gonna be that person. Are
Oh,
these at
shit.
disadvantage because of the wind?
Yes, I was about to say. So can you re-roll those both
Yeah,
again, please?
I can re-roll that twice. That's fine. 1 second.
And I probably should have told you that. Does that change anything?
Well, it gives me a natural 1 and a natural 2. So,
I mean,
Well, if you
you
take the
would have
first
known. You what I meant was you would have known. Or Carmen would have known that ranged attacks would be at disadvantage from, because it has been really windy here. So if you want to do something else, you can.
You watched me do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So if we take the first 2 as 1 roll and then the second 2 as 1 roll, then I still hit once. And I'm content with that because I do not, in fact, have any ranged spells.
Well, you're assuming a 20 hits.
So...
No, it does. It doesn't.
20 hits?
Yeah.
Okay. You're sure it hits?
Yep.
Alright. There was just some mistrust there. Then, yeah, I'm gonna hit it once, because I don't have any way to hit it presently at this moment in time.
Sure. Okay. So this is
damage at least.
psychic longbow. So 8 piercing and 4 psychic. Nice. Then we have Mira. Anything else, Carmen, before the end of your turn?
I'm going to gesture to the others to get further away from me.
I just have a question. Just a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
And this is about how far up he is and where he did the breath attack. Because isn't Juliana about 30 feet away? So wouldn't he have to be a little closer if he wanted to hit her with that?
I just go by the longer distance.
I'm just trying to look out for her.
No, I hear you. In terms of oops, that's not the ruler. Ranged attacks for, and I let you guys do this as well. Ranged attacks when there's 2 axes of distances. I'm not going to calculate the hypotenuse. We're just going to use the longer one. So he's 30 feet away.
That is unnecessary,
Gotcha.
man. No one wants Pythagoras'
Screw
theorem.
Pythagoras.
But that is a good question.
Simple formula.
That is the only math I'm good at.
And he also has plenty of movement. He could have done that and then flown up a little more too. Good question.
Gotcha.
Mira.
Alright, Mira's gonna move forward about 20 feet. About right there. So let me switch. I said. And I am going to head and casting Mass Healing Word. And I'm going to get Juliana Sinclair and Abner in this. Now, because I'm a Grave Domain Cleric, my healing on anyone who is still unconscious automatically does max healing.
Oh, she brought receipts.
I'm not fucking around, man. Alright, so you guys get 4 points, but Abner will get 7. This is a bonus action. So, alright, now, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
In regards to what level spell I can do if I've already cast another spell. What's the absolute highest?
If you have a bonus action spell,
yeah,
it
just
cannot be
need a bonus
higher
action
than
spell, 'cause...
first level.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Bane on the dragon.
Okay. He will make, that is a wisdom save?
No, I believe that's actually a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
Let me double check.
The kobold is still alive too.
That
I
is a
don't know
charisma
if you also want to try and get him.
Might as well. It's up to 3 that I can see within range.
Okay.
Well, hold on. Let me see how far I am away from this dragon real quick. See if I need to continue to move.
Got so stoked.
Alright, I will move up a little bit further.
Okay.
The rest of my movement.
25 feet.
Yeah, I moved up, what, 20 earlier? How far can Mira move?
Probably 30. You might be out of range.
Probably 30. I might be out of range. Shit. Then I will not do that because I would know that I need to be closer. I know that was 30 feet.
That's
And
okay.
I will go ahead and just cast Hold the Dead on the dragon.
Okay. That is wisdom, right?
Which is still a save. That is a wisdom save. Yes.
Dose.
No. Alright, he is not taking any damage?
He has from Carmen's arrow.
Hell yeah. So that is 2d12.
Nice. Go ahead and roll that guy.
14 points of damage.
Cool.
That has a really ridiculous range. If that's what that says. Okay. And I will hang out.
Okay.
That is my turn.
Alara,
So
you're up.
Abner's back up.
Abner is back up with 7 hit points.
Okay. Alara will focus in on the dragon, of course, and
Oh, you're so far back.
that's okay. She's gonna turn a little slow.
Oh, I'm
720
sorry.
feet.
Mira, can you roll a D10 for me?
Yeah. 9.
Okay. Sorry, Jeff. I just hijacked your turn.
No problem.
Give me 2 seconds, guys. Hold on.
It's alright.
Okay,
it's
yeah,
okay.
you're fine.
This-
Nothing
this
changes.
defense.
So Alara, you go to cast slow. Can you please roll a D10 for me as well? Okay. That's fine. Nothing happens. The dragon will make his saving throw.
And it would include the cobalt as well.
Okay.
It'll
They'll
be
both
within
make their
range.
saving throw. Cole gets a 16, so he'll just save. Oh no, the dragon gets a 16, so he'll just save. The kobold gets a 9, so he will fail. He is slowed.
Do we
Dragon
Have
kind
Bane
of
off.
laughs.
do we have to roll for slow too?
Nope.
Nope, he gets to
Okay.
choose. She. Nice though, Laura. Anything else?
Should move 30 feet. That's it.
Okay. So the kobold is going to go. He yells something in Draconic, and then he is going to try and poke Juliana with his spear.
Bring it.
6. He misses. And that's it. And he keeps yelling in Draconic. I don't think anyone can understand that, right? Okay. Juliana, you're up.
Okay, how far is this? I'm sorry, I was not prepared. I'm going to bonus action disengage
Okay.
and run over to Abner. And clap my hands together, do a little rub, speak a couple of words in Sylvan, and just slap him on the shoulder. Like, you got this. Cast Cure Wounds.
Whoa, okay.
For 10
Nice.
points of healing.
Nice.
Yeah.
And that's my turn.
Alright. Cool.
That was my bonus action, my action,
So,
almost
to
all of my
screw
movement.
the group, does she need to roll?
Oh, do I? Yeah.
Yes. D10.
Is it /R?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's also on the left side too. You can hover over and just click D10.
4.
Okay. Nothing happens except the spell goes off. Nice. And now it is the dragon's turn. He will roll to try and get his breath weapon back. He does not. So he will go ahead and swoop down and try and bite. Is going to go right on top of you, Abner. And, well, first he says, you guys hear him yell in comment. He says, "You fools have killed my dinner, and you've taken the sport away from me. How will you make up for this theft?" And as he does that, he claws you, or attempts to at least, with his right claw, Juliana, and he'll hit you with an 18. That will be 12 slashing damage. He's gonna follow up with the other claw, a 19
Hits.
for 13 slashing damage.
I'm hanging in there.
Jesus Christ, Juliana.
And 1 hit point. And with his bite attack, he will try and bite you.
God damn it.
And that's a 25 to hit. 17 piercing plus 5 fire. Juliana is down. So he flew down to do that. He is going to fly back up another 15 feet. So Abner, you can get an opportunity attack if you'd like.
Oh yeah.
14 misses. But it's your regular turn now.
Are you still raging?
No, I lost it whenever he got knocked out.
I don't know barbarians.
Well, first he's gonna go ahead and rage.
Okay.
Another ticker down. He sees that the dragon, flew off, and he's just gonna curse at it in halfling. Said, you're not gonna teach us anything if you're too much of a wuss to actually fight. But obviously, he probably won't say it.
You want to roll intimidation or something?
He's just.
I won't make it your action.
Flavor.
You can just do that. Okay.
And he'll
Doesn't seem
sigh
to respond
deeply
too
and
much.
then pull out a healing potion and give it to. What's that? Just a general healing health potion.
2d4 plus 2. What's to Juliana? You cut out, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
Okay.
to Juliana, sorry.
No, it's to Sinclair, actually.
Walk over. Step over my body.
So, 7 health points.
Hell
Okay.
yeah, I'm
Back
up.
up with 7.
And he's just gonna ready Dragon's Bane.
Okay. Sinclair, back to you.
I only have one thing I can do. I'm gonna shoot it with
Okay.
my long while backing up so that we are not all within the same range of a cone attack.
Okay.
Could someone actually no. I think I can do the math myself. 1 second.
The terrain isn't totally flat. Also, I should really put some like rocks in here or something. But if you're looking for cover or anything like that, there are definitely some places.
No, I was trying to make it so I'm far enough away from the others that if a cone attack happened, only he can't hit us all.
Just for everyone. I just wanted to note that.
Okay, cool.
There's also an incline going upwards from where Alara and Mira are, going up, and then a much steeper drop on the other side of the dragon.
Okay. Then I'm going to shoot at it with 2 attacks with
Okay.
disadvantage because I don't have anything else I can do.
Go for it. Okay, 22 hits.
Does 21 hits, I assume, because 20 hit last time.
Yeah.
Is the 21 and 22... I keep getting really high on the same attack and then low
Yeah.
on the same attack. That's
Can't
a little
balance yourself.
Yeah. But cool, I at least hit it once.
At the top of your character sheet, above your initiative, you can pick the roll if it's a normal, advantage, or disadvantage. So if you want for next time, if you want to click advantage or disadvantage first.
I straight up forgot because I was scrolled down on my character sheet, and when I don't see it, it doesn't exist.
Felt.
Right above my initiative.
But that will hit
Yeah, very
for 11 damage. So nicely done there. He's got another arrow sticking out of one of his wings there.
And then I want to stick my tongue out at him and just blow a raspberry. So like her forked tongue is just blowing a raspberry at it, and I'm flipping it off.
Okay. Do you want to roll intimidation? Or
Well, I really wish we had an annoyance check, you know, like like a goad check. That would be nice. Sure, I guess I can roll intimidation.
Okay.
My character sheet just bugged out. 1 second.
Oh, you're good.
Roll 20 just crashed for me, so I will not be making
an
intimidation check.
All right, that's okay.
It was for funsies.
Well, 11 damage, not bad. He's starting to, have some scratches on him, some arrows sticking out of his scales. Mira, you're up.
Okay. You said that this is like a rock. Is it like big enough to hide behind, or?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I'm going to run my happy ass over there, and
Okay.
I'm going to hide behind this rock, and I'm going to cast Healing Word at 2nd level on Juliana.
Okay. Can you roll a d10 for me again?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and roll that first. 7.
Okay. Nothing happens. Okay, so this is just a regular healing word?
Hold on. I did it at 2nd level, so it is a lot more. So it's like 11 points of healing.
Okay. 11
Okay, and I
points to
believe
Juliana.
that is within. Okay, I wanted to be like exactly at 30 feet, and when I measured it earlier, I was. So. Hold on. Damn it. Fuck it, I'm just gonna toll the dead on him again and hide behind the rock.
Okay.
Every time I get closer to him, he flies away.
Wisdom,
Wisdom
right?
save. Yeah.
6. He fails.
12 for another 21 points of damage.
Wow, not bad for a cantrip.
Calm down, cleric.
It's like, heal! No!
You guys watch as the familiar sort of spectral bell sort of rings right over the dragon's head, and these skeletal pirates, sort of spectral pirates, rise from the ground, and some of them float up some kind of like make a tower of other skeletons and climb up each other and try to grasp at him and pull out his scales and his hide. They look like they have broken weapons and scimitars and things. Some are shooting arrows from the ground, and then just as quickly as the bell stops tolling, they fade to mist and disappear. Nicely done, Mira. Anything else?
Do I need to roll anything to try and hide behind this rock?
No. You have cover right now. You're not hidden.
Gotcha.
Hiding would be an
Take
action for you.
Yep.
But it does help your AC a bit if you were to, try and do something from the other side.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. Alright, I'm good.
Alara, you're up.
All right, Alara will move up just a few feet here, and then
Okay.
she'll take out her wand,
Okay.
and she's going to use 6 charges,
Okay.
and she'll fire away at the dragon.
All right.
Hell yeah.
This is magic missile.
20, 24, 26,
I'm not gonna
29, and 34.
All right. 34 damage. Nicely done, Alara. You guys watch as these magic missiles pummel this guy, one after another. Kind of snaking around. The terrain between you guys, Abner and Juliana, just pummeling him from all directions as he tries to flee. You see him circling around and flying, trying to escape, but none of his maneuvers are able to get him out of the reach of these magic missiles. So nicely done, Alara.
And that is it.
Okay.
Twinkle fingers for the win.
The kobold is gonna go. He can't do much. He will step forward and try and poke. Excuse me, Juliana again.
Miss.
Yep, and I think he gets. Yeah.
Only gets one attack. It's slow.
So Juliana, you're up.
All right, girl.
I don't know why I'm doing this out of habit. I've got the microphone. I'm gonna look over and kind of lightly punch Abner on the arm and be like, "I knew you liked me." And then I'm gonna turn to the kobold and just go, "Can you kindly fuck off?" And take Talon out and just try and attempt to decapitate him.
Okay, go for it.
Where is it? Does a 13 hit?
13 does not actually with the slow. That's -2 to his AC. Okay. So this kobold puts his big shield up, but he's moving so slowly he can't get it in time, and he slash across with Talon. His AC was 15, so a 13 just hits with the slow. So go ahead and roll damage.
That is
12 slashing.
12 slashing damage.
Nice. Dealt a big chunk of damage to him. You see a big slash right across his torso. You see, blood and guts spilling out of him. He's barely hanging on.
Oh, I guess I also would have stood up first.
I figured.
Yeah. I forgot about that. I'm so sorry. And oh man. I think that's all I've got.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Actually, you know what? Bonus action, disengage, and hold on. I've got half my movement, so I can only go 15 feet. So I'm gonna move to the other side of this kobold right here.
Okay. Nice.
That's my turn.
Okay. So the dragon is going to go. He's gonna try and get his recharge. And he does get a 6. So he's going to he's gonna fly right here, right next to you, Abner, and he's going to unleash his breath weapon once again. Sad face in the chat.
Zero.
God, yeah.
So 54. You guys can roll dex saves, Juliana.
It doesn't matter.
I don't know if it's gonna help.
It's not gonna matter, but I want a 12.
Okay.
That's full damage. I'm dead. I think. Yeah.
After that,
I would have to
Double
be
your
your
hit points.
total. Your total hit points, not what's left.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So
yes.
I'm
So
at 0.
you are at 0, and so is the kobold as well. He kills the kobold. And so he moved just 5, 10, 15 to go there. So he will just no, he won't. Yeah, and he's starting to look injured. So he's gonna fly away. So he's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20. and then go another another 45 feet as far as he can go off the map, and sort of as he gets to the cliff edge on the other side, he's going to fly straight down so you guys lose sight of him. Abner, can I get a death save? 11? Okay, you're good. Carmen, what do you want to do?
I don't want.
Thank God I saved 2 spell slots. I'm within 30 feet of them.
Also have your full lay on hands too. I didn't use any of that.
Oh yeah, no, I've got that too. I was gonna use 1 spell slot to save someone, and then I was gonna use lay on hands to save the other someone. So I only use 1 spell slot, and Mira can save a couple spell slots. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna run over and I can't say which one looks worse off. They're both 0s, so
Both just like on fire
yeah.
on the ground.
I'm just gonna run directly in between the 2 and like whack Abner and drop 16 lay on hands points on him.
Okay. Abner, back up with 16. You can't go that far. 30 feet of movement, right?
Oh, okay, sorry. When I used the ruler thing, it said the other way, but that's fine. I probably was 1 square 2 up.
All good. Cool, so Abner, you're back up. You see the dead kobolds right there, the dragon nowhere to be seen. Just a bunch of black char marks on the ground in front of you. Anything else, Carmen? You good? Should we go to Mira?
1 second. I'm just double checking one of my spells real quick. I'm not sure if it'll actually heal someone who's already down, so I need to see.
Well, unless it's a bonus action, you can't do it this turn anyway.
No, it is a bonus action. That's why I was checking. But I'm not sure if it'll bring someone back.
What's the spell?
Who's unconscious?
It will not. Never mind.
Okay. Mira.
Alright, my ruler thing says that I can get, like, right next to Juliana.
Yep.
Would that be enough for me to cast Cure Wounds?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. I'm going to pop on up to Miss Juliana. Lady Juliana, and I will cast Cure Wounds. And again, thanks to Circle of Mortality, it will be full healing.
Can you roll a d10
Great
for me?
clerics are my favorite clerics.
Oh shit. God damn it. Okay, hold on. Three.
Okay, the spell goes off as normal.
Okay. So 1d8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier, which is +3. So you will get 11 points of healing back.
Yeah.
Circle of Mortality, y'all.
Nice. Okay, Alara, what do you want to do? The dragon is no longer within line of sight.
Are we still in initiative?
For now, yeah. Unless you guys want to stop, and he will likely just be able to fly far enough where you can't get him.
We just move up 30 feet. That's all she
Okay.
can do.
Juliana.
I'm almost doing it again. I'm gonna look at Mira and be like, "Ah, thank you. I am not enjoying being fried chicken today. It's just, ugh." And look over at Abner and be like, sorry, you kind of wasted a potion. Where's the dragon? And I'm gonna stand up and activate my poison dagger as an action.
Okay.
My dagger of venom.
All right, nice. So, next on the dragon's turn, you guys can all, especially those of you up front, Abner and Sinclair, you can hear the beating of wings once again, and you see him, you can start to see him, sort of below you, but flying away in the direction away from you, kind of going diagonally down in the southwest direction. And he looks to, be maybe 200 feet away at this point. So if you guys want to try and keep attacking him, we could stay in initiative. If not, we can get out of it.
Well, since it's Abner's turn, he is going to yell at the top of his voice and, well, totally throwing a temper tantrum. Like, stomping feet and stuff. I didn't know dragons were such fucking pussies.
You want to roll something?
He's just saying that just to try and piss off the dragon.
Yeah, no, I know.
Real persuasion. Come back and fight me.
Yeah, you can do persuasion or intimidation if you want. It's not really good charisma skill.
They're both the same.
An 8. Doesn't seem like he really heard or anything.
Can't hear you.
No. Carmen, do you want to do anything?
Not particularly.
Okay.
She just like sits back on her ankles and kind of sighs at the sky, watching Abner.
All right. Mira, Laura, Juliana, any of you guys want to do anything? If not, we can just act outside
Can I take a
initiative.
pot shot
With your
psychic
bow?
longbow?
Yeah, go for it. What's the range
Just
on
going
it?
for like a
Might be disadvantage.
it's 150 to 600, but it's already a disadvantage.
Yeah,
Here's the
you're right.
wind.
You're right.
So I figured might as well. Fuck it. I'm gonna try and hit him on the butt.
Go for it.
11.
11 does not hit. And as he continues to fly, you see him fly around the large brown spire, and he is out of sight for the time being.
Alright. I say we start a fire and we cook this manicore meat and eat it just to spite him.
Like that. I like that idea. I think that, this was his meal, and we stole it from him, his hunt. Screw that. He's just slow. If we got to it before him. And you know what? I smell like cooked meat. Thank you, by the way, Abner, Mira.
Abner's eyes go wide and he takes the headdress off and starts looking at it.
Just pat out something on one of the little...
Yeah, just making sure that, it's not completely destroyed.
Yeah, seems okay. A little burnt, but
Adds character.
can be cleaned up.
Yeah, maybe what time is it?
Good question.
Approximately.
So, it is afternoon now. Maybe say 4 hours to sunset, approximately, from your estimate, Mira.
Is there any way I can, look around and see if I can figure out where those kobolds came from?
Yeah, you can,
Either tracks or, you know, a path.
yeah, you can make a survival check.
Not that great, but I clicked it. I'm gonna click it again. Alright, it's gonna pop up twice. There you go.
Okay.
17!
Okay, 17. So you so the ground is very hard and rocky up
Smoking.
here. Yes. You do looking sort of over the edge of the other side of the cliff. You do see kind of somewhat of a trail, and there's a very steep drop on the other side, maybe 50 or so or 60 or so feet down at like a 70-degree angle. But there appears to be something kind of nestled between some rocks. Looks like some wooden or contraption, or maybe some glints of metal or something. But that's really it.
Did someone have a spyglass? Would you mind coming here for a second? There's like, so I was like, where did all those kobolds come from? They literally jumped out of nowhere. But there's something down here. Like, if you guys want to take a peek.
Here, I'm too angry.
Okay, that's fair. He was an asshole.
Seriously though, I mean, like, dragons are supposed to be this penultimate, like, thing, and it ran away. Alara,
Yeah.
have you ever heard of a dragon being a pussy?
Can't say that I have. The one we fought definitely wasn't. Speaking about Venom Fang.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Like, they're supposed to fight you to the death. You die or they die. I mean, that's the way Grandpappy always told it. I'm so disappointed. I don't.
You know what? We'll find
I don't
him.
even want its head. It doesn't even deserve Dragon's Bane.
You know what? That's a good point. It's not good enough for you.
And he's gonna walk off and kind of pout.
Okay.
I'll take
Regardless
the
of whether or
spyglass
not.
and I'll.
Okay, so using the spyglass, you don't need to roll a perception check. You see what looks to be a makeshift wooden crafted shoddily pair of wings. There's like some wood and canvas, and some bits of maybe some light sort of copper finishings on here as well.
Oh, I want that off a shelf, but I am not in a position to fall. I will relay what I see to everybody.
One of the kobolds that the inventor that you had fought that died pretty quickly had in a very similar sort of thing strapped to his back.
Do these kobolds have anything else on them?
So the one has a large shield, and a couple spears, and just a couple loose copper coins. The sorcerer appears to have let's see, he has just 15 silver on him, as well as what looks to be a small ruby, worth maybe 25 gold. Then the other one just has some daggers on him, 3 in total. He also has some rope, a bit of rope, and a net on him as well.
can we take a small, like a short break? Is that possible? Just, like, maybe, like, cook up some manticore meat, have a little lunch after brunch? It's afternoon. I don't know, I feel like my skin has never been this dehydrated in my life. I'm going to be honest with you.
I second the short rest. I'm using the wrong character voice. No, I'm playing another character, and she's got a British accent, and I started doing that. Yeah, no, I second that vote.
It might be for the best, but do you really want to do it out on this exposed plateau? Not really plateau, but exposed area. It could decide to come back.
Yeah, not particularly, but I mean, is there any other way other than down this really steep thing?
Yeah, I mean, so to the north, which is the direction you came from, there's a less steep sort of path and incline. It's kind of a weight curvy, somewhat trail that you guys walked up. And you see all the landscape and the mountains that you passed on your way here. You trekked probably close to a dozen miles at least so far today. Starting at the base of the mountains at that camp. You've definitely come far. To the south, east, you see some more of the mountain range, but the largest peak appears to be to the southeast. This appears to be the largest one. Yet there does appear to be some snowy caps on this. And then to the south west, there are some lower, sort of more rocky-looking spires, and that is where the dragon flew to. There is, if you were to go back north the way you came, a winding sort of trail that goes around the side of this mountain that you're at now. And then there's also just the sort of cliff edge. And it looks like you can possibly climb down. And then it sort of flattens out, so it's not as steep. And that's where you kind of see this set of wings.
At least up here we can see anything coming for us.
That's true. Oh. Can I take out the lantern of revealing and do a quick...
Sure. Take it out, you don't see anything.
Okay. Put that out. So, Sinclair, do you have, like, any idea of where we're actually supposed to be going? Or...
Okay, this is out of character, but I straight up think she just generally knows it's in the mountains.
Yeah.
I think that has been thoroughly established.
And
she's like, somewhere within the next 100 miles in every direction.
Yeah, the location of the temple has kind of been lost to time. It is, at least 1,000 years old. No one even, you asked, Carmichael, he wasn't sure. He could only give some vague sort of instructions, but it's nestled somewhat.
Yeah, I believe the intent was to try and get close enough to it that Song or myself, theoretically, if it's really close by, would be able to sense my grandmother's presence or something.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's fair.
Song did speak to you, Carmen, just a few hours ago. Or I should say, your grandmother spoke through Song. She noted that she can feel your presence getting closer and warned you that these orcs were not alone.
So we're going in the right direction. I can't imagine I would not have told everyone that being warned that the orcs have people. So I'm sure everyone is aware of the fact that there is potentially more danger than the orcs. Carmen is still kind of tied up on like, what if the orcs aren't actually the bad guy? Because they're hunting demons, and that's not necessarily, although it can be, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. So she's, yeah.
Well, if they're keeping her alive, then I feel like that implies a more of a nefarious intent. You only, if you're hunting something, you keep it alive either as bait or because it's useful.
Or because it's too powerful for you to kill immediately, and they're setting up a banishment circle, and they need lots of things. Like,
yeah, that's magic outside of what I know.
Yeah, I keep activating Siri. Sorry.
Hey Siri.
I'm like, no.
Hey Siri.
No.
Did I do it?
Yes, you did it.
That was exactly what I wanted. I'm sorry. Apologies.
Anyways,
Okay.
yeah, so we're going in the right direction. Just, we should probably keep an eye out. With our luck, the dragon was the thing that was helping them. Like, we didn't exactly get a chance to interrogate it.
No, it yelled at us. It was mad about, like, the manticores because it didn't get to actually be the one to kill them. Food is food. It was rude. I don't like him. Or definitely doesn't like him. I'm pretty sure Mira doesn't like him, mostly just, because she used a lot of magic.
There was a lot of yo-yoing happening. I am concerned for you. They're up and they're down. They're up and they're down. Yes, I am concerned.
Well, I mean,
No,
we tried.
If it does come back, the first thing I want one of you guys to do is throw me at it.
I don't think I can manage.
Should
I've seen Claire's muscles.
after how much, actually no, this might be better out of character. No, in character. How many things do you have attuned right now?
3.
Damn, okay, never mind. I was about to say, how about we make you a flying overarmed halfling? But
Does it have to be cast on yourself? Can you cast it on someone else?
no, it has to be yourself.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Well, if someone wants the pitchfork,
I see you, Mira. I see you thinking about it.
It's not a pitchfork.
well, if the dragon had stayed around, I was going to throw it at it anyway. So.
I mean, look, no, I don't need it. I already have one too many items that require attunement. I'm trying to get rid of an item that requires attunement.
The temperature feels like it is dropping. It's really cold up here. Can I get everyone to make a constitution check again?
Sure.
Straight check or safe?
I
thought
check. Let me
water genasi were resistant against cold damage.
Nope, acid.
Should be just a straight check. If it's the same, let's keep those rolls though.
It's worse. By 1. I fail regardless.
Well, it's the same number.
14.
Okay, so everyone succeeds except Juliana. Juliana, you have another point of exhaustion.
Second point of exhaustion. My attacks are at disadvantage.
So,
Yes.
no, your speed's halved.
Oh yeah, your speed is halved.
The exhaustion
Dude.
expert. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's funny, he's actually at 0.
I hate it up here.
Sorry, we should have bought warm clothing before heading up here.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Like, I imagine just like sleeves busted out, you know? Guys out, thighs out.
And he's totally barefoot too.
Enjoying the life.
Mira's wearing shorts, so yeah.
At least y'all are not inside a conductive metal tin can.
No, she's got
Yeah,
a point.
well, you know, just, I have a weak constitution. I'm cold. I don't like the cold. The cold doesn't like me. It's not my fault. I have poor circulation, okay? It's not
Well,
my fault.
Alara, you want to start a fire?
Sure can.
You need to cook up this meat.
I
Okay.
guess I can try
What
to
materials are you
help
using to
butcher.
start this fire? There's no trees or anything around.
The dead bodies of the kobolds. How about those?
All right.
Perfect. I like it.
I'm a little repulsed, but I'm like a moth. I can't resist.
I'm just gonna stick to my hardtack and my beef jerky.
It smells terrible.
I should do the
Burning
handkerchief.
flesh. But it's warm. It's warm.
Turn around, get the butt.
Jesus.
Yeah. I'm like full rotisserie chickening myself in front of this fire.
All right. You guys spend some time sitting by the fire. Are you attempting to take a short rest here?
Yes,
That was
please.
the plan.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So
Wait, do we get it?
some time passes, and there is just a whole lot of nothing surrounding you guys. The wind picks up now and again. The air is thin, so it's you kind of have to take much deeper breaths. Some of you start to feel a bit lightheaded, but it is warm for the time being. Mira, you notice, around some of those lower spires to the southwest, there appear to be some kind of flying creatures flying around there.
Plural?
Yeah. Good distance away, maybe a mile away, half a mile away. But other than that, the hour passes. You guys can roll hit dice.
Okay. Hold on. Let me use my 2 ranger hit dice. Those sweet D10s.
You also notice, Mira, towards the end of your rest here, at the other mountain, the one towards the south east. Did I say southwest or southeast before?
Southeast.
So the one towards the southwest, the larger one. You start to see what appears to be a smokestack of similar size to yours. Almost as if you get the impression this might be some sort of attempt at communication.
Oh wait, shit, did you tell us?
Oh, of course, I tell you guys.
I really hope we just accidentally sent the all clear signal and not the invading army signal.
Would this possibly help with those smoke signals?
Yeah!
Are you casting it?
Sure. She'll during her
I mean, you
rest,
wouldn't
she'll
know.
add a little-
I mean,
so she'll cover
well,
some-
but before you do that, Alara would know that this wouldn't do anything. I won't make you waste a spell.
Okay. Just
Oh
curious.
man,
Yeah, that was a good-
those
good
hit points.
question.
That was fantastic. I feel so much better. I'm down only 1. And I've got a spell slot left.
So are we gonna go to like the tallest peak? Are they talking to us? Is it like
certainly looks
intermittent
like it.
smoke or like? Should we like go check it out? Maybe they need help. I don't really do smoke signals. That's a little. But like, let's
Can someone use the spyglass to take a closer look?
I could check. I don't mind. I did see it first,
Yeah.
after
Oh.
all.
Yes.
I will try
I
to
guess I kept the
see.
spyglass on me, and I'll just hand it over because I never gave it back to Abner.
I'll take a
stand
look,
up,
try to
stand
see.
up on a rock. Go stand up on a rock.
Okay, and I will try to get to like the highest point around here to see if I can figure out where the source of that smokestack is.
Okay.
I'll spot you.
So it's definitely coming from the southwest, sort of on the side of that large mountain. But you can't see the source of it, even with the spyglass. It appears as though it is behind part of this mountain that you don't have direct line of sight with, but you see kind of the top half or top part of it. You also see the stream, that is coming down the same mountain through your spyglass. You notice that the water is a strange hue, a strange almost pinkish color.
Well, the water's weird, I'll tell you that much. But I can't really see where the fire is. Unfortunately, that rather massive mountain is in the way.
Is this like? I'm sorry. DM question really fast.
Mhm.
Apologies.
Don't?
So the southwest is the lower rocky spires where the dragon went. And that's where the smoke's coming from.
Yes, yeah.
Just making sure I've got my directions all right.
Wait, okay, so the big mountain is where the smoke is coming from, right? Not the direction that the dragon went.
Correct.
Okay,
Okay, so southeast.
okay.
Yeah, I might have mixed them up when I said it, but
We're good.
That's why I write it down because I can't remember directions whatsoever.
You're as good with directions, not me.
What do you see up there?
A whole lot of nothing, except for a really weird stream and a massive mountain blocking anything that we actually want to see.
What's weird about the stream?
I don't know about you, but I haven't exactly encountered water that's pink naturally.
Could be from mining runoff or something.
Possibly.
Did we see any funny colored water in the Feywild?
Oh god.
Well, this one time this guy had an infection and his pee was weird colored.
What
Maybe
color?
a giant was sleeping around.
This is a whole stream. Do you really think someone is just peeing down the mountain?
Could be a giant.
Could be, yeah, it could be someone really big with a large bladder.
Could be the wussy dragon. I would say he probably has, herpes.
Wait, what?
there were some really vivid blue bodies of water in the Feywilds, Arlie, but nothing. You didn't see any pink ones.
They're pinky.
Just
I
don't
appreciate
discount a promiscuous giant theory.
You know what? It's so
Throw one
weird
in
it
there.
probably could happen.
Yeah, we'll put that on the maybe column. And like you said, Sinclair said runoff, right? Some kind of mining runoff? What about like plants? Like an algae or something? Maybe? I
Or
don't know.
blood.
Sometimes lakes are funny colored.
Or
I mean,
or-
I was just thinking mining runoff because we know that people are mining. So that's why I suggested it.
Algae really doesn't form on running water. I know that much.
Well, I've been around a lot more lakes than I have rivers. But personally, my favorite theory is giant pea.
Just saying.
not-
Most of this kobold body has been burned off, and the fire's kind of going away. You guys are getting cold. What are you doing?
We need to get moving again.
Towards the big mountain?
What's the big mountain?
Until it gets dark and then we go to sleep.
Well, we'll need to find some place to hole up. Otherwise, we might very well freeze to death out here.
Yeah. Alara, can you do the hut?
We can try, but we know that magic is kind of strange at this point. But I'm more than happy to try.
Okay. Alright. We're gonna be going really slow because I can't feel any of my toes. So, I just, I had like that tingle when they start to come back to life? I had that in front of the fire, but now I can't feel them, especially my pinky toe. But let's go.
Alright, so you guys are heading in the direction of the large mountain?
Yes.
Are you going to scale and go down this cliff to get there? So there's like a valley in between the mountain you're on now and the next one, or you can go back around, take the winding path around the side, and it looks like that sort of takes you, or would probably take you towards that direction as well.
All in favor of windy path and not steep, dark descent?
How many spider charges you got, Alara?
She has a few left, about 5. So.
It's only a 60-foot drop to a less steep portion.
Okay, well maybe we just go
It's
down
still
there
kinda steep.
and then we could sleep at the bottom. That seems pretty well protected. Yeah, we just follow that for maybe a little bit. I also really want to see those wings. They're cool.
Honestly, I think we should try and conserve the spider charges for as long as we can. We don't know how much longer we're going to need to climb.
Well,
Maybe
we're climbing down, so we can just tie a rope around one of these rocks and just climb down. It's not climbing up. You don't need massive upper body strength, like some people.
Hey. Just because I've got little noodle arms doesn't mean...
You fell on me.
Okay, I
just
did,
stop
yeah.
that train up.
We could tie them to the bottom of a rope and me and you just lower them down.
That works too. I was
I
just
like
saying these big rocks. Pretty sure
Oh.
no weighs that much.
I totally feel we should tie the end to a rock just in case. Not that I don't trust me and you. And I kind of glance over at glance over at Juliana and then look immediately right back at Abner.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Either way, whichever's faster, we want to try and cover as much ground, I guess.
Well, fastest would just be jumping off, but I don't think you guys want to do that.
No, I do not.
Pretty
Do
sure.
a flip! No, if you want to tie me to the rope, tie me to it and then lower me down, that would be fabulous. I would very much like that.
But just jump off.
Do it! Featherfall?
Take hands, everyone, and just jump right on off.
Son of a bitch, we have spider climb.
And
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
No.
we're gonna
I think-
save our spider climbs, I think.
Yeah. Alright, what are you guys doing?
Ready to jump? We can jump.
Do
Alright,
you
yeah.
have the spell that will keep us from going at the end?
I'll be fine.
Ooh.
I'll tell you halfway down.
I'll jump! I'll jump! I trust Alara with my life.
Okay, Juliana jumps.
Of course she has it. She has it.
Okay, is anyone else jumping? You could pick
Yeah,
pick
I'm
5.
jumping.
Yeah. All of
Yep,
us.
Mira jumped.
Super close to the bottom
Okay.
right now. Guys!
So if 5 people are jumping, Alara, you can get everyone except one.
Wait, there are 5 of us.
Five
Why?
of us.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Song has wings.
Song has wings.
So she's okay. There are technically 6 of us.
So you all take a leap of faith. You land 60 feet further down. You see this, sort of winding path to the southeast. You see the set of wings nestled in the rocks. And you see towards the west that large mountain. in the smoke.
Can we make like a brief pit stop to check out these wings, and then we'll just keep going? I promise.
Quickly.
You're the one complaining about the gold.
I mean, I know, but like it's cool. I want to. Are they broken or
Okay,
are they like?
So you, as you were walking over Juliana, the ground gives out underneath you. Appears as though there was sort of a pile of pebbles or rocks or something covering this deep fall. Can you make a dex saving throw, please?
It's a 17.
God, I lost my mouse again. I hate when this happens. 17, you should be good. Yeah, you're fine. Actually, what's your passive perception? Is it 15?
It's 15, yeah.
Okay, you actually notice it before then. My mistake.
It's okay. My passive is
so
like weirdly high for me.
You can.
You don't think of a rogue.
So you can go around it.
Okay. I do that like windmill for a second, and then like that big leap.
Nice. Yep.
There's a funky spot right there, and I guess I'll tap it, like take out Talon and just stab it down in the dirt so people can figure out where it is.
Okay. And a bunch of these debris and rocks sort of fall through, and you see some spikes at the bottom of a 15-foot pit.
Yeah, watch for that.
Julie.
But that's kind of like right in front of where those wings were. And you see this pair of wooden wings with like this leather or canvas material kind of in between like these wooden frames, and there's 3 kind of wooden planks going parallel. And there's some kind of copper and bronze finishings on the topmost piece of wood. There's also nestled between the rocks there, once you get there, a looks to be a small wooden chest.
Can I check said chest for traps?
Okay.
Sure, make an investigation
Don't you
check.
fucking dare just open it.
What did you ask for? I'm sorry.
Investigation, please.
That's a +0, so have faith, guys. Well, it would be a disadvantage, but it's a 12.
You does not appear to be trapped.
Coolio. Is it locked?
Nope, doesn't look like it.
I'll open it up.
Okay, you open it up. There's a bunch of rope. There are some caltrops, ball bearings. There's a looks to be a set of crafting tools, or carpenter's tools, I should say. Another set of tools, which look to be include some kind of clockwork kind of mechanisms. And then there's like a pulley.
That's weird. That's oddly specific. Holy. Okay. I'll collect all those things
Okay.
in my bag.
Okay.
And, like, I get all up in the wings, I guess. Like, is there straps? Can I, like, try them on?
It looks a little too small for you. You try to get it on, and you kind of have to. It's like putting on a backpack that's like child size.
you got one on.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and you have basically, 2 wood planks on your back, kind of connected by this leather canvas.
What are you doing?
How cool do I look right now? I'll kind of do one of these.
As the wind kind of blows, you kind of get picked up a little, I mean, these are strong winds. These are strong winds. Don't get me wrong. We're talking like at least 50 miles per hour up here. You feel lighter. You feel kind of like you're being pulled by the wind almost. Like you have to fight it.
Backwards a couple feet.
Yeah.
I've been in winds like that before. No joke.
Yeah.
Small
Maybe.
So Juliana is playing, and she's just very concerned. She's going to continue to look around.
Sure. Make a perception check. Is there anything in particular you want to look for?
She's just watching for the dragon or anything
Okay.
else flying that will swoop down on us.
Okay, sure.
Guess the wind's blowing too hard, and she's probably laughing at Juliana.
Her arm. She looks so silly.
Yeah, nothing really nothing new that you notice, at least, Alara. But Juliana, you do notice, as you're kind of being taken by this wind here, kind of further in this south eastern direction.
Guys,
There
just watching me.
there appears to be some there appears to be another object kind of further down. Looks like a wheel, like a single wheel.
Guys, I guess I'll take one arm out to stop the wind,
Okay.
and where approximately in that area,
Mm-hmm.
a little bit before, and like put that down.
So this is maybe like
But,
another
still
80
kinda
feet
hold it.
away, we'll say. So you're now like 140 feet away from the cliff you descended from.
I'll start wildly gesturing. I just hit the lamp, which is a dead light bulb at the moment, and like do a couple of these. Try not to be.
See what she's doing.
Get,
Yeah, you
you
also.
get a shrug. like a really big shrug.
You guys are all just watching me fly away. Well, there goes the rogue.
Now Mira will come see what you're looking at.
Okay, you come see. It's just a single wooden wheel. Maybe about a foot in radius, perhaps to a wagon or something.
Julie, dear, this is the wheel.
Well, I found a bunch of other cool stuff, and I'll show all the chest contents. I'm like, there's a pulley, and there's rope, and there's like a bunch of tools. I think somebody was making something, and I saw the wheel, and I was like, oh my gosh, what if it's a part of like this pulley and all of this super cool stuff? But really, I was kind of afraid that I was gonna fly away from you guys. I'm not gonna lie. So
You were getting kind of far away.
it was fun for a second, and then the panic took over, and my arm was stuck. And-
Are you all right now?
Yeah, no, I'm okay. I'm okay. But I feel like we should. Don't tell the others I said this. Go where the wind takes us. 'Cause it sounds really stupid, and I know Abner would give me a lot of grief if he heard me say that. But like, I think this is the right way.
This way. Does it seem to be leading towards the large mountain?
No, this is the direction towards the smaller brown spires.
Dear,
Having the best
unless you really wanted to fight that dragon again, I don't think this is the right way.
Oh wait, did I do like a spin around at some point? And okay.
Stop
Never
playing with the
mind.
garbage you found and let's get moving.
Fine. And I'd like to drag the wings back with me, if I can.
Yeah, sure.
Mira, will you help me? Please,
Yes, I'll
these are
help
so
you.
cool.
Yes, and I think
They're
that they
small.
would be
They're
rather
not. They're not
fun.
very heavy.
Okay.
Okay, I'll help her regardless, and we'll return to the party.
So that way, like, we also have more weight on the ground. and
Mhm.
I don't.
That way we don't both fly off.
Ooh, it's just a parachute at that point.
When you get back to the party, I imagine Carmen was like looking around and like doing that, that thing that kids do when they think maybe I can read minds. She's basically doing that, but with trying to find her grandmother.
Yep, pretty much.
But so it's like a pseudo meditation, and Alara is probably horribly embarrassed to be around her at this point.
Call that a meditation.
But when she sees you guys lugging back the wings, I'm like, are you stealing something from some random campsite in the middle of goddamn nowhere?
Ooh, me? I would never do such a thing.
Oh yes, Julie, stealing.
This
Never
was-
dream of it.
Yeah, especially from a campsite. That would be incredibly rude. These were just abandoned, and I found some cool things in a chest nearby. Oh, Miro, you probably see it, but like, watch out for that big hole. Let's scoot around that. Yeah.
Well, Laura, take a wild guess at what all these items that Juliana has found, what it
Like,
could
showing
possibly
them off.
Yeah, roll a nature
make
check.
or- Nature?
Yeah.
My nature's 0.
Yeah.
18?
It's pretty obvious these belong to the kobolds. You know kobolds. They're pretty intelligent. They make a lot of traps. They kind of tinker around with different things, and oftentimes they use their skills with tools to try and trick and trap adventurers in service of some dragon or some other entity that they are in service to.
Okay, I'll just share that with the group.
Oh, not as cool as I thought. But the wings are
Regardless.
pretty cool.
We do. That definitely means that we need to get moving. Who knows if they were the only kobolds here?
And we need to
Sorry, I
watch for
took
more
so much
traps.
time. Yeah.
Hmm. All right.
That's
Let's go.
what was in the
Oh, they're
box, by the
terrible.
way, if anyone wants to note that. Okay, and you're going towards the large mountain?
Yes.
Okay. Can I assume the same marching order? Do you want to change that at all? Okay.
I think I think that's fine. We've got some high passives, so we'll be on the lookout for traps.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We're also like, Mira, will you like help me a little bit?
Yes, I got you.
Just like, I'm already really slow. So
Yep,
stand
I
my
am
feet a couple times.
helping out our rogue. We are Team Ushiny.
Okay. Well, as you guys begin marching in this direction
Go never later.
towards the southwest, I said, right?
East.
East, sure.
Southeast is the smoke and large mountain.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Big SE circle.
And you can you're pretty confident once you're out of this kobold's territory, you don't see any traps or anything. Your passives kind of don't pick up too much new. You trek for another hour or so. If anyone wants to keep an eye out for anything else in the meantime, or do any other kind of activity as well. You're walking, that you can do while walking. You may, if you want to.
Yep, definitely gonna keep an eye out. Even
Okay.
though
Oh, for
I'm
sure.
partially exhausted.
We're both.
Okay, you guys can both roll, or one of you can roll with advantage.
You want straight? You want a straight roll?
Yes, please.
Take a straight roll.
We both would have to roll with
sorry, you're
disadvantage.
both exhausted also. So,
Would you like us to roll separate because we're exhausted?
um,
Disadvantage.
you can either roll separate at disadvantage, or one of you can roll without any amount of
Take a
with
straight.
normal.
Take a straight
I'll
roll.
take the straight roll. Please, for the love of God, let this work.
Are you looking for anything in particular, or just kind of for any danger that might be on the road?
I'm looking for danger, and I'm also looking for like any sign that someone else has maybe gone this way,
Okay.
like who might have been giving us the smoke signals.
Okay, sure.
Nice, nice, nice,
16.
nice.
Okay, so no sign of any monsters or anything. As you continue to march, you guys can all sort of start to see this pink stream running down the side of this mountain. And as you get deeper into the valley and then begin starting to ascend this larger mountain, you can kind of follow this river. And as you get closer to it, you can all see these little sparkles or reflective bits of whatever they may be. There's something in there are these tiny little objects in the river or stream, more like, that are kind of catching the sunlight through the clouds and just kind of floating. Up ahead, Mira, you see what looks to be some soot and ash. Looks to be the remnants of an old campsite made next to this river here.
Can I, like, fish one of these objects out of the river?
The shiny things?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I'd like to snag one of those.
Okay. You do so. It is a tiny, tiny piece of metal.
Alara, do you have any idea of what this is? And I'll pass it over to her.
She'll look at it.
Make a nature or history check, your choice.
Do history.
Where my earrings are.
Hey.
Okay, it looks like iron, like a bit of iron dust or debris.
It's just piece of metal.
It's like just the size of a pebble, maybe even smaller.
There might be some weight to your theory there, Carmen. This might have something to do with mining. Well, maybe there's friendly folk ahead. Or at least somewhat warm.
And as you guys continue, starting to ascend the mountain now, it does start to get steep again. The sort of old campfire doesn't really appear to be much else around it. I'm not sure if you guys wanted to just continue walking or do anything.
Should we, like, sleep here?
And
It's getting kind of dark.
investigate the campsite.
There's still about 2 hours of sunlight, Mira. Abner, did you want to roll an investigation check?
Yeah, mainly checking to see, like, any warmth coming off the fire.
Okay.
Wow, look at that.
Nice.
Nat
Hell
20.
yeah! Natural 20,
Calm down
Yeah.
with your bad self at -1.
but...
It does not appear very warm. At least maybe a day old, you can guess. And the wind has kind of taken up a lot of the soot and blown it away. But you do see what looks to be, Abner, a trail of footsteps, kind of in ash. Then a little bit of this sparkling iron material, not in the river, but on the ground, headed up and around the side of this mountain, towards the direction of the smokestack.
I'm gonna point. They went that way.
Oh, do you recognize the footprints?
Who's they? Hold on.
Whoever camped here.
Were they human? Were they more kobolds? What do you think, Abner?
Oh.
There's not really
Can I
visible
see this track?
footprints in this rock. You can make a survival check, though.
May I join in that?
Yeah, sure. You can give him advantage, or you can have advantage, or you can just both
I have
roll.
a 5, so because it's disadvantage. I forgot about that. I should have gone for advantage for you, Jeff. I am very sorry.
Well, someone
I
else
got
can
all
make
excited because of my
survival
natural explorer
roll.
ability. Yeah.
You're not sure.
Better than me.
All I know is they came with those little metal pieces that she just fished out of the creek.
Regardless, we should probably proceed with caution.
We don't. We're not gonna stop here.
We still have a little bit more time.
No, okay. I trust you. I just can't see the sun very well because mountains, and I can't feel at least 6 out of my 10 fingers. So I was just, like I touched the dirt to see which way they were going, and I accidentally like stubbed my finger on like a rock.
You
Okay.
I couldn't move it right, and it's really embarrassing, I'm gonna be honest.
I will also note you guys are traveling a little slower now just to keep pace with Juliana, unless you want to just leave her in the dust.
I mean, I could wing it up. Make sure the wind's going in the right direction, and we're flying, guys.
I'm pretty sure that's not going to give you enough lift.
Yeah, you could try it. I mean, like, I honestly, like, I think you flying with Dragonsbane would be one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
You tuned out.
Oh, did I? Microphone, don't betray me.
Mira, you're confident if you were to keep marching in this direction, you'd be able to crest the portion of the mountain and, maybe in the next hour see the source of this smoke signal.
We could probably get there before we lose light, but I'll leave it up to the rest of you. Do you want to go ahead and rest so that we're prepared regardless of what we come across, or do we really want to know first?
Let's do it. No, let's do it. I'm too curious.
To be fair, the last time we skipped a rest, it didn't go well for us.
I mean, but like just a peek, and then we can, sleep on top.
Julie,
Okay.
you can't feel your fingers.
It's only 6 out of 10. I only need 3 fingers to pull a bow. Really.
You need many fingers to do the sword.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
It's because
No,
she's
you know what? I
wearing all
want to
those
see.
fancy clothes.
Yeah.
You just
you
had,
know,
and
not silk.
yeah, cotton, you'd be fine.
Yeah. I mean,
All
some
right.
wool would be great
Camping,
right now.
all those in favor say aye.
I see what's over the hill.
All right, let's go find out what's over the hill then. We'll
Okay.
follow the footprints.
Alright, so you guys follow this trail. Did you have something to
What's
add,
up, Sinclair?
So we're trying to be sneaky again.
Oh, yeah. Let's do it. Let's be quiet.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Oh, you guys want to be sneaky? Yeah, you
We're
can all roll a stealth check.
We can
This is
certainly try.
disadvantage.
Yeah, there's like 3 of us at disadvantage right now. So don't...
That's some
Hold
that's
on,
some
let
top
me
tier
try again.
shit right there.
Abner with the best
That was
one.
a 4.
Oh boy.
That was a 4.
And I'm at disadvantage.
Jesus Christ.
What kind
Alright,
of
you
rogue am
guys make your way up this mountain, clanging and huffing.
Stop my tail. I can't really feel it actually.
Yeah, no confidence from any of you guys that you're being remotely quiet. You do, however, as the sun begins to set and the sky turns a pinkish color behind the clouds, despite it being misty, you begin to crest this portion of the mountain, kind of going up and around. And you see the smoke kind of coming from a medium-sized campfire. It's maybe 300 feet sort of down and around to the other side of the mountain from where you are now, with the stream behind you. There appears to be an overhang. And the campfire is just sort of outside of this rocky sort of outcropping. And as you guys, actually, what do you do?
I got a 15, so I think I'm probably the only person who's not the only person. Me and Abner and who else?
No. Just you
I'm just
two.
wheezing at the top of this hill. There's
Okay,
no
yeah.
oxygen up here.
Me and Abner are like chilling. He's significantly quieter than I am, but still. And I'm like, I'm imagining that I'm literally looking down the hill and you're all like 20 feet behind us practically.
Still struggling.
Can I borrow the spyglass? Since I have dark vision, I could probably see better right now.
Sure.
Cool. I wish to look around for a threat.
Okay. You can make a perception
Threat
check.
that is farther away. So, I don't know if that makes any sense. I'm looking for future threats.
Okay, in any particular direction you're pointing the spyglass in, or just...
I'm pointing the spyglass in the direction that we are going, and then kind of sweeping a little back and forth to look for side ambushes ahead of us.
Sure, make a perception check.
Roll20 is really freaking unhappy with me today. Hang on.
Oh my gosh, I'm
All
like,
good.
oh wait, I'm frozen. Is it me?
Yeah, you are frozen.
I should not be at disadvantage. I'm not sure. Oh wait, no, I see why, and this might actually be why Roll20 is pissed off at me. I'm using a different character sheet style.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't have that whole advantage disadvantage thing at the top of my character sheet, guys. It just automatically rolls 2 for me.
That works too.
I don't mind. Yeah, I don't mind.
Oh, you just have to click. You say we're up there where it has core bio spells and the cog.
Was this disadvantage, Carmen, or should that really be a 20?
It should be 20.
Okay, nice.
I selected disadvantage instead of advantage.
Okay, so that's a natural 20 also. You have a 0 perception?
Oh, it is
Yeah,
a
that's-
natural 20.
Okay.
It's a natural 20, that is correct.
Alright, so, looking in the direction you guys are going, looking, around that fire, if there is a person or persons, near the fire, you can't see them. Looks like if there's anyone there, they're likely under sort of the outcropping, which you don't exactly have line of sight with yet. But continuing to look around, there doesn't appear to be much movement. You see looks to be just a couple birds flying overhead. But you do see something unexpected further in the distance. It appears to just be like, it's hard to see, but it's kind of on nestled between this large mountain that you guys are on now and another one behind it. It just looks like this large, sort of unnatural looking structure, almost like a tower protruding out of the stone. Protruding out of the side of this mountain here.
That's odd. Sorry. Is there any chance we can take a 5-minute break? I need to take some Excedrin and Advil.
Yeah, sure. Give me 2 seconds, and then we could just take our normal break anyway. So as you guys are, standing atop this hill, you kind of put your spyglass back. you guys hear a voice coming from near this fire. And it's sort of crying out like, is someone there? Anyone? Help, please! And you see this figure slowly start to, kind of hunched over, slowly start to walk out from underneath the overhang. And it appears to be a human, a small human. You can't see from this distance quite yet. But there's someone crying out for help and looking in your direction. And we'll take a break there. Let's do, you guys want to do 10 minutes? Come back at the top of the hour?
Sounds good.
Okay. Alright, see you guys in a few.
Trap, not a trap. Trap, not a trap.
Not a trap.
Lady Juliana is a young human woman with shoulder-length black hair and green eyes who hails from the noble house of Amberlash. After the death of her mother during childbirth, she was raised by her grandmother in an apothecary outside of the city of Ravenna. She grew up playing in the large herb garden and chatting with customers. At age 14, her grandmother passed away, and Juliana returned to the Amberlash estate to live with her father, 3 older brothers, and new stepmother. But life was very different. The people of the court were cold and distant and didn't always say what they meant. An attempted kidnapping changed her when she turned 16 and left her with a thin scar across her right cheekbone. Her naive view of the world became more suspicious. She began lessons in combat as to never be in such a helpless position again. At 20 years old, she left the estate and the pressures of the court to join a party of adventurers in Phandalin. After multiple adventures together, she began to deeply care about her new friends. After dealing with one such experience with the wyvern, Juliana found and kept a petrified wyvern egg, which she affectionately named Gilbert and kept with her at all times. After all of these dangerous exploits with these people that she had grown to truly love, one of her friends was killed by a dragon, and the guilt nearly broke her. If not for the support of her companions, it would have. She promised herself that she would never watch another friend die. Juliana parted ways with her party for a few weeks and returned to the town of Thundertree, where the dragon had lived, to help rebuild it for her people. On the way there, under mysterious circumstances, the wyvern egg hatched. She stayed in Thundertree until she encountered some of the Amberlash Rangers who escorted her back to the estate. A letter arrived with an invitation from Marlowe to attend the Harvest Festival in his hometown of Hobblehill, and Juliana promptly left to attend. And so began her adventures in Dór Ambaria.
Mira Waverunner has spent her entire life on the Silver Sea, first as a member of the merchant vessel, the Waverunner, and later as the navigator of the infamous pirate ship, the Devil's Trident. After a tumultuous courtship and many high seas hijinks, Mira fell in love and married her crew's habitual pursuer, Paladin of Moradin, by the name of Talia Stone. Though Mira had left her life of piracy behind, her captain, Gideon Valente, beseeched her for one last voyage, a voyage that would ultimately result in the crew turning on one another, and Mira being tossed overboard and lost at sea. Wounded by her own captain, and her mind broken by the very object she'd been tasked to find, Mira wandered for nearly a year on the Isle of the Tidecolors where she'd washed up. Eventually, she stumbled across an ancient, forgotten, primordial city that housed a very ancient primordial goddess. This goddess, JayRay, healed Mira and charged her to seek out those would circumvent the line between life and death. Now a newly minted cleric of the grave domain, Mira set out to find her love and fulfill her promise to return. But upon returning home to Dark Harbor, she found the city razed and her love nowhere to be found. With a chance encounter on her way north, she joined Marlowe and another paladin, Carmen Sinclair, as they went north to Hobble Hill to celebrate the Harvest Festival. As a water genasi, Mira is used to attracting attention. Add in her impressive height and long white hair, and it's all but impossible for her to blend into a crowd. Ever the pragmatist, Mira has no interest in serving as anyone's moral compass. For this ex-pirate, morality is subjective, and she's far more interested in protecting herself and those that have earned her loyalty. And for Mira, that loyalty is lifelong.
Carmen Sinclair was born and raised in the 22nd orphanage of the Witnesses of Nave. Her parents, Molly and Rowan Sinclair, lived lives of bloodshed and pain. Therefore, Rowan was determined that his children would never live such lives. Molly continued working as a paladin, leaving Myrtlewood for months at a time. In Myrtlewood, those that are turned away everywhere made a home. The abnormal is a common sight, as the old orphanage created the town to house those that grew up and decided to stay. Carmen barely stood out at all, despite magenta skin and bone-white horns. For the first 10 years of her life, Carmen was expected to study to become a cleric like her father, but in secret would go to the Goblin Enclave nearby, where she would train under her mentor Thom. By the time she was 10, she could take down men twice her size. 9 years ago, her mother was permanently injured while protecting a town from retaliation from a logging company. Suddenly, the orphanage had a blood-stained, bona fide hero teaching the children the wonders of the outside world. Where once there were future lawyers, clerics, and farmers, now stood adventurers to be. In town, at the Weishart Inn, she fell in love with Roslyn, the daughter of a sorcerer who had a hard time turning anyone down for a romp. But when they were 18, they had to call it off when Roslyn's mother returned to town, asking to bring her to the elven village where the other half of her family lived. Carmen heard the same call as her mother did at 19, and she became a paladin shortly before her pilgrimage that all official witnesses took. Her godfather, Carmichael Malone, sent her to a pub to find a helpful job, resulting in her signing up to protect a caravan heading through dangerous territory, which turned out to be a far more advanced quest than her family had had in mind. Eventually, the party ran into danger that they were not ready to face. A dragon named Venenfang was preparing to kill her friends, and so she called upon the powers owed to her by her blood and sealed a pact with her grandmother, the succubus named Cathalis. With the infernal powers at her disposal, she was able to cause enough damage to ground the dragon, and Juliana finished him off. This was not without cost, as her grandmother stole away the body of Rook, their hobgoblin friend, before they could resuscitate him. After helping save the town finances and restoring the mines to their former glory, Carmen was at a loss with what to do for the rest of her year-long pilgrimage. So she decided to stick around with her friends, making a few new ones along the way. As they traveled, she began to feel her grandmother's wants and desires pushing her further from the light. In a moment of impulsivity, she drank enchanted waters from the Feywilds, hoping for a vision of her family. Instead, she unwittingly damaged her connection to her goddess. Now, she has no idea what will happen to her next, as she seeks out the people she knows and prays might be able to help her.
taken from the Journal of Alara Venris. She is an abjuration wizard, a moon elf, with long flowing white hair, which comes down to her waist. It gently cascades over her beautiful charcoal-colored skin. She has bright, piercing white eyes that sparkle as she smiles. Her father would say the very spitting image of her mother, whom she never knew, and whose disappearance is still a mystery. She writes the following. My father was given the unenviable task of raising me alone for most of my life. I only remember tidbits about my mother, the spell of dewberry blossoms, and an elven lullaby which I hummed to myself often. Father rarely spoke of mother, but says I have her knack for communing with nature in the most unusual ways. Not surprising, since most of my early childhood was spent outdoors in the wilderness where our small home resided. It wasn't until much later when I realized we were living in complete seclusion. My father's work wasn't looked upon with very much favor, as it involved some taboo necromancy magic. His studies, however, focus more on the benefits of necromancy to aid, recover, and protect life rather than the darker applications normally associated with this type of magic. Upon researching my father's notes, I have come to the very same conclusion. Reminiscing about my father is always pleasant, as it reminds me of the very first time I saw my father smile. It occurred one day while I was playing outdoors. I met an unusual being named Kaya. What I didn't know is that Kaya was a familiar, and that I had conjured her. Well excited about my new and only friend, I introduced her to Father. As he turned towards us and began to realize what occurred, it happened. There was a twinkle in his eye, his countenance began to glow like never before, and finally that awkward twisting upward of those thin cheeks, and then the smile. As he looked down at me and caressed the hair just behind my right ear, Father simply said, "Come with me." After having this confirmation of my strong propensity for magic, he began my training, and for the next years I studied his notes relentlessly. The day Father made his journey to rest with our ancestors, he left me his prized possession, his spell book. To my surprise, the thick, heavy book full of pages was entirely blank. I then recalled my father's last words to me. He said to control magic responsibly, you must become one with magic, so it can become one with you in perfect harmony. Like the greatest of musical pieces, every facet must work as one to achieve excellence. Knowledge alone is not enough, my dear. It will take understanding with insight and experience to wield magic to perfection. Only then can you see what's truly in the spell book. As I pondered Father's words, cleared my mind, and began to focus, writing started to appear in the spell book. The words, "find familiar," became clear. Then all of a sudden, my old childhood friend Kaya, who I had not seen in ages, said, "Hello, Alara." Thus began my journey to continue Father's work, to unlock and discover magic all across our world, and to leave a legacy for the next generation to follow.
Abner Larenhalder IV is a halfling of average height with an extremely muscular build. Early in his childhood, it was clear to everyone that Abner struggled with traditional schooling methods. Excelling at manual labor and general craftsman skills, he worked the family farm and helped out in the village stockyards. As the years passed and Abner was approaching adolescence, his anger led him into many fights and tended to get him into constant trouble with most of the adults and elders of the village. His grandfather, a former adventurer himself, quickly took him on.
Switch us back over. Alright, so we're back. So, as you guys approach this campfire, underneath this overhang, you see this small humanoid approach, crying out for help. What do you do?
How far away are they?
Did you guys move at all when you crested the mountain, or no?
I don't think we did.
Then, like,
I think I was
300
not
feet.
quite there yet.
Oh, thanks, Justin. I don't know why. Didn't change anything.
I'm probably at the back at this point. If we're climbing up a hill, yeah, for sure. I'm
Well,
not even at the top yet.
No one's watching anyway. Yeah, so like 300 feet away, kind of just standing there by the fire now. Unmoving.
Yeah, it's just about like.
Help! What's that?
I said Twitch is like half the volume it was previously.
Wow, that's weird.
I
Weird.
put it at like full volume, like you can barely hear anything.
Hmm.
Like,
I didn't even
Did you guys
say
hear that?
anything.
Somebody was calling for help. Was-
Somebody is calling for help. What do we want to do?
Well, let's go help him out, and if anyone comes out, we can kill him.
Okay. All right. You got it. You got it. I'll be right there. I'll just
I guess start making our way down to him.
follow,
Yeah.
follow an
Let me know.
Abner.
Okay.
Take the lantern out.
Oh yeah, check the lantern. If there's any invisible things.
You don't see any.
Lantern
You don't see any invisible things.
Okay, I'll keep it out for the time being, because it's getting a little dark. I can't see, and you know,
Either can I.
yeah. So I'll keep it out for the time being.
All right. Pardon. What are you doing out here?
So, as you approach, you see a young human female, kind of slender in build. She's got this like curly dark hair, very tan skin. She looks to be wearing like overalls and is wrapped in like these pelts around her shoulders. And you hear her say, "I got myself lost. It seems like but I'm glad to see some other people." And she's kind of shivering, and as she kind of cuts herself off as she's speaking, and Carmen, as you make eye contact with her, she kind of stares with mouth agape, jaw agape, and she tilts her head, and then in shock she goes, "Carmen, is that you?"
Oh shit.
John, I'm really sorry. She is in fact a half-elf.
Okay, well, I mean, you can't. The differences are negligible.
Yes.
But if you look closely, you can see kind of pointed ears.
Okay, I was like straight up did not recognize her description because you said human.
Okay, sorry. Appears human.
Ross?
She says, "What are you doing here? This is my quest. On second thought, I don't need any help. I'll get by fine by myself." And she goes back, shivering, kind of by the fire.
I'm gonna march after her.
I'm gonna take out some jerky.
And I'm going to do that thing that tall people do to short people, because like by the time I am standing right next to her, she's like not even to my shoulders, and just reach with both hands and kind of pick her up and stick her in front of the fire.
Okay. I'll just roll a athletics check for me. It won't be too hard, but just for the sake of
Grapple it.
you've been
I'm
traveling a
gonna
while.
use my inspiration for this.
Sure.
Sure this works. Hell yeah.
This is the time part.
Oh, thank God you did.
Okay, well, more than enough. You go to pick her up, and her legs are like kicking. And she's like, "Let go of me! Let go!" And you go put her in front of the fire, and she's still kind of shivering. She goes, I I don't understand. What are you doing here? This was supposed to be my quest, my mission.
It's a big set of mountains. We can both have different quests.
Exactly. And just my luck in this huge set of mountains, I'd run into you. What? Why are you here? What are you doing? I mean, not that I'm... she looks... Not that I'm not grateful to the rest of you for offering help, but I really don't want it anymore.
Yeah, that's cute. Cute, Ross. So I'm on a God-given quest, or a demon-given quest, we haven't quite decided, to go find some fucking thing. I'm guessing you're on what magic-given quest to find some fucking thing. We're both finding a fucking thing.
She just kind of rolls her eyes. Yeah, go ahead, Abner.
He's just looking around to like all the others weren't he's supposed to find her too.
Shh. This is comedy gold at the moment. Let them keep going.
Yeah.
She's like, gods, demons, some things never change, huh, Karm? She's like, well, it doesn't take a psychic to figure out why I might be up here. I mean, I'm sure you probably stopped by the village and spoke to my dad. Am I wrong?
He managed to flirt with every single person in my group, yes.
She just kind of looks over and then she laughs, lets out a small giggle, and she's like, I'm really sorry about that. He's really embarrassing sometimes. Hey, do you guys have any water? I drank some of that pink stuff back there, but it just made me really sick.
Look at him, and I'm going to, say, okay, give her the normal water, please. Do not give her the other water.
You don't have that one anymore, I promise.
I was already being like, we should give her the dream water. Reading my mind, man.
No, I will go ahead and give her some of my water skin, and I can always make more if you really need it. Why would you even try to drink the stream water?
She's like, thank you. She takes it and goes, gulp. She's like, I ran out of water. I was looking for the lost temple up in the mountains, and it really is lost because I can't find it anywhere. But I'm glad I ran into you guys, I guess. But now that you gave me this water, I should be fine on my own. So good seeing you again, Karm. And maybe I'll see you guys at the temple.
Oh, don't be in a rush. It is getting late.
Yeah, Roz, I know you've got dark vision and all, but so does every single thing that wants to kill us out here?
This is yes. What's your point?
Oh, we saw one of your relatives up the hill, so that was fantastic.
You mean a dragon? I saw the tracks too.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times I have to tell you, they're not really my relatives. Just because my great-great-great-grandma had a little thing with a dragon once, doesn't mean every dragon is related to me.
Yeah,
Laura kind of cuts an eye at Juliana.
That's a stigma. Grandma's free to do what grandma wants, okay?
I mean, yeah, but you make fun of me every time my grandmother comes up, so I can make fun of your great. How many was it? 3 greats? 4 greats?
I forget myself.
Yeah, let's go with 5. Great. She is counting on her fingers. Grandmother. You make fun of my great grandmother. I make fun of your great grandmother or my grandmother. Fuck, there's too many greats. We've got a magic tent because my friend is awesome.
She is pretty awesome. And
She's pretty cool.
yeah.
She's like, well, I'm doing
pretty
just
great.
fine with my own magic. Thank you.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm alive,
As
aren't
I
I?
look at my half-empty water skin. I see that. Well, can't hurt to have a little bit of warmth for an evening then, I'm sure.
The magic
A
tent's
smart
warm.
magician would... Oh, yes.
Oh boy. Well,
But not humid.
I guess, given the circumstances that we're up here and all, I guess, maybe we can help each other. Just for now, though.
I mean, we're just... this is a nice spot. I think this is some prime real estate, and if you would allow us to stay, that would be potentially beneficial on both fronts. So
This is
we're
fine.
heading in the same
Deal.
direction. Okay. Yep. Okay. Cool. Hi. By the way, I'm Juliana. It's nice to meet you. Just scoot in there for the handshake.
She has her arms crossed. She doesn't handshake. She says, "Rosalind."
Cool. No, that's cool. That's cool. I play with my hair a little bit.
It's more like
Yes,
Rosalind.
it's nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too, I guess. I mean, it'd be nice to meet anyone really up here in the wilderness, but
Yeah, no.
I'm
It's
glad
very
you guys came
pleasant
along.
to see a person's face, not a dragon face or a manticore face or a kobold face. It's a non-hostile face.
Well,
Yeah, that's debatable at the moment, but
Abner whispers to Alara, Sinclair's ex is kind of a bitch.
How whispery was that whisper?
Oh,
Give me a stealth check.
Not whispered, yeah. Not whispered at all.
let me with please passive 15. Please.
oh, we both
Yes!
learned that.
Well, I rolled
Wait, no, it's
disadvantage,
okay.
but
That's regular.
Either she
well,
doesn't
if it-
hear.
if
She doesn't seem like she would.
So you got a natural 20 on a stealth check for being sarcastic.
yeah.
Shit.
Good use.
But quietly.
That's all Justin's 20s for tonight.
Yeah. Nothing but ones left.
Beautiful.
I get to
already
reroll
started
those
out with a one.
ones, so that's okay.
That's alright.
Okay, yeah. Nothing but twos.
Kind of like, well, you guys knew I was here then? I mean, were you looking for me? You weren't looking for me, were you? No.
Your dad asked us to keep an eye out for you. You left 3 full injuries in the middle of a goblin camp without telling them.
Oh
So
yeah, I
it's-
heard you got some nice rocks.
They weren't phylacteries, were they?
There were 3 undead presences inside that bag, and I just assume probably is the answer. Also, the whole area has been desecrated. So now they're living in a desecrated sacred place. Do you feel like that's a good thing for the little goblin children?
Well, look, in my defense, it was like that when I got there, and I thought it best to leave the shard be. Those, whatever you call them, phylacta, what's it? If they really are those, that's small time stuff. The real object of value there was the Shadowfell shard. I wanted to take it, but the spirit inside told me that really bad stuff would happen if we took it away from that desecrated ground, and I didn't want to bring any harm to the goblins. I was trying to help them.
I'm willing to bet that the next 2 generations who are born there are going to be freaking shadow sorcerers.
It's like, oh, that would be pretty cool, huh?
Oh my god. Your dad, the only person in your family with any goddamn sense is your sister.
Fast track.
I have just as much sense as my sister, if not more. You know what? Maybe I don't want to share a camp with you. You guys, go off to the temple or wherever. I'm going to stay here for a little bit and continue to warm up. But you're not going to get very far without these. And she pulls out from her cloak 2 of these large crystal shards. One of which has these dazzling sort of orange and red colors in it. The other is kind of... Gotta unplug this. The other kind of has like these purpley and black sort of color veins in it, and they both kind of glimmer in the light. And she's kind of like, these are why I'm here. The sage in the Ravenna woods told me that these need to be placed near their near a portal to their plane of origin, and so that's why I'm going to the temple. We need to refill these with their magic from their plane, and hopefully, if the sage was right and if my visions are right, I can restore the sorcerer's magic to myself and my family, and I know this will work. It has to work. It has to work.
I desire to use divine sense, please.
Okay. No celestials, fiends, or undead. No consecrated or desecrated ground.
Cool. I really wish this thing could sense ghosts too. Oh wait, no, it can't. Ghosts are undead. I'm an idiot. I wish it could sense ghosts too. Good grief.
Would Alara know what she's talking about as she kind of glances at Abner, thinking about giving him the pinch, but figuring he wouldn't feel it anyway. So she just focuses on rods as she tells us this little bit of information.
You can roll an Arcana check, Alara.
21.
Damn.
Okay. Even with a 21, you're not exactly sure. This is some really obscure, kind of strange magic. It seems as though well, she'll just go on to say kind of noticing your curiosity.
Wow. Mira. You see?
I do.
She'll go on to say, I spent some time traveling when I left home, and I came across these. First, I came across an old sage in the Ravenna woods. She told me a story, a tale of 2 sorcerers. I forget their names. I think it was something like Layrol and Igliv or something like that. Anyway, they were sisters, and together they created these 2 shards. And the old sage told me the story, and this shard, the Far Realm shard, and the shard, the Feywild shard. They were created to the 2 sisters were sorcerers, you see, and they were created to enhance their sisters' power and allow them to pass on their sorcery to other generations. But the sage told me that Igliv, the one sister, she was really ambitious and jealous of her other sister. In her desire to best her sister, she created a third shard in secret, drawing on the power of the Shadowfell. And the sage told me that this shard was had some dark magics in it, and not to mess with it, not to get too close to it. But the sage told me that if these shards had lost much of their power through the years, but if they were brought back to their plane, or brought to a place where there was a strong connection to their plane of existence, towards the Feywild or towards the far realm, that their magic could be restored, and thus granting strength to any sorcerer who wields them. It wasn't long after that. Well, I don't know if I ever told you this, Sinclair, but my grandmother's name, my great-great-great-grandmother's name, I don't think she had a sister, but her name was Igliv. And as a sage was telling me the story, I thought, it couldn't be a coincidence. It has to be her. And that night I had a vision. A dream of a temple deep within the mountains. In a room, circular room with portals everywhere to different planes of existence. And something was telling me I needed to bring these shards there. It was my destiny. It was what my great-great-grandmother would want me to do. I'm pretty sure, at least. That's why this is my quest, this is my mission, and I don't want you here to interfere. We could share camp for tonight, but in the morning, we're gonna go our separate ways.
We're going our separate ways in the same direction.
Well, you can have a head start.
I'm going to point my finger at her, and I say, "You are the only wood elf I have ever met who gets fucking lost while camping."
Well, I'm not used to the mountains, okay?
Just stick with us. That way, if something goes wrong on your end, you've got backup, and if something goes wrong on my end, we've got backup. Like, numbers are fine. Besides, you can't make us any less stealthy.
So, you're out here because some random woman you found in the forest gave you some rock, told you to come? How much did
when you
she
put it that
ask
way,
for payment?
She didn't ask for anything. I gave her some information as well. It was a fair trade. It's nothing you need to worry about, okay? She was a sorcerer too. We have a code. We know each other.
Did you smoke anything with her?
No. The only thing I smoked were those goblins that tried to attack her hut after. She goes like...
Goodness.
Is this? Question, John, when she was talking about, like, the exchange of information in the fair trade, is there, like, a hidden meaning to that? Did she...
You can roll an insight check.
It sounded just so suspicious. At disadvantage, 17.
Damn!
It's +8. It's my second highest score.
I mean, you don't think she was lying. You're not sure what she meant. Definitely seems a little sus.
Okay. You know, I felt it was sus too. That's why I wished for this. But okay, I need to sleep.
While they're all talking, can Alara pull out the hourglass that was broken that's full of sand and take a look at it?
Yes, you may. So the sand is still flowing, seemingly endlessly. Doesn't appear to look any different. It's still cracked. Seems the same.
Okay. Alara would just Just walk over to Rosalind and show her the hourglass and
Okay.
say, "This is from the Feywild, where we've been." And this story is very intriguing because there's something more happening, and she'll just go on to explain the rift that she's been feeling with the magic, and that it may take more than just one person to accomplish this, because it's not just affecting, sorcerers. It's affecting all magic users.
She says, I see. Well, thanks for telling me that. It was Alara, was it? I don't know much about
Yes.
the Feywild myself, but that's good to know. You seem alright. Maybe once I get into the temple, we can see if there's a portal to the Feywilds, like I saw in my vision. And maybe my stone will react with it. Maybe your hourglass will react with it. But I think I was brought here for a reason, and I think it falls on me to correct whatever is happening with the magic here. And I don't want to get you guys hurt in the process.
Well,
We're gonna go rescue my grandmother from a bunch of demon hunters, so I think we have our own problems. They just happen to be in the same area. We're probably gonna get hurt either way.
We just fought a dragon.
Yeah,
We did.
Nerve and I have been knocked out twice today, actually. In fact, if you look right here on my elbow, there's actually an entire bit of shirt that's just missing, and you can actually kind of see there's actually still a little burn here. So
I don't know what she's talking about. The fight was so boring, I took a nap.
no.
She's kind of looking.
I shook him once and he was awake, and so.
She's kind of looking.
Why are you taking a nap?
She's like, "Wow, you guys seem pretty strong." She's shivering and looking at you, Carmen. She's like, "You seem more stronger too. I mean, your shoulders look." And then her face kind of turns red, and she says, "Never mind. What about this magic tent? I'm kind of cold, and it seems for the time being, at least, our interests align. So I guess if you guys want to try and find the temple in the morning, we can look."
Alara said this will take a few minutes as she clasps her hands, and she'll give the tiny hut a try.
Okay. So you go about casting a ritual, or is this a ritual, or you're just casting it?
Yes.
Okay.
Ritual.
Can you roll a d10 for me? Okay.
9.
Spell complete. The dome forms itself over all you guys. Rosalind looks up. She's like, "Oh, I've heard of this one." And then the dome is complete. It is nice and warm on the inside, and she's like, "Oh, that's so much better." Whew. Well, I am kind of glad you guys ran into me, I guess. But I'm exhausted. I've been traveling all day, and you guys look tired too. So maybe we can talk more in the morning.
Abner's gonna lay down and take as much space as a 3-foot, 45-pound halfling can do.
Why does he always do this?
Okay.
Just kicks me. Alara, have I told you that you are my favorite person on this entire planet right now?
She's like, "I still have 2 fingers."
I know you feel. You know what? Go ahead. I might not even feel it at the moment. I'm an absolute bliss, and you're amazing, and I love you so much. Oh my goodness.
Abner looks up
Jesus.
and then like looks at Sinclair and Rosalind, and then winks at everyone else. Like spreads out even more.
Yeah, I'll scoot away from Abner to try and get room. With the wink, I'm like, I don't know what's up.
I just glare. Actually, you know what? No, my wisdom score is probably not high enough to notice this. I just throw out my bedroll and lay down on it. This is a 10-foot radius sphere. I don't know if you guys would be able to take up enough room to force it. I've got I've got my feet towards her feet, so it's like a line.
Cute.
Oh, did we get a follow? I heard a beep. Thanks for the follow. Was that DB awesome? Appreciate it. Anyway,
DB is awesome.
DB is awesome.
Hell yeah.
So as you lay down, Carmen, Rosalind picks up her stuff, her backpack and her furs, and just moves it over to the far corner of the dome, and just kind of turns and faces the edge, and says, looks over her shoulder and goes, "Good night." And falls asleep, seemingly.
Over here. That's a perfect big spoon opportunity, I'm just saying.
She snores like one of those things that I was about to say chainsaw, but I realized chainsaws don't exist. The thing that is like a jackhammer that we saw.
Yes.
We could do one of those engines.
Yeah, like Big Bertha. Yeah. Oh, like an engine on a spaceship. Yeah, from the mining encampment. That was rather loud. But no worries. Talia was much louder. I can assure you that.
Should we stay up just in case something comes by?
Lara just shh. Go to sleep. Don't worry about it. Just go to sleep.
And just
People.
oddly enough towards Abner's foot.
That being said, Carmen would like to take one watch. I assume Carmen can take the watch, and then when Alara is done with her, what's it called, trance, Alara can take over, or vice versa.
Yeah, definitely.
She's doing okay, and she'll I don't know if she'll be able to, but she just kind of wants to set a healing potion, have it fermenting. I don't know when it'll be ready, but just kind of wants to.
Okay.
Get that done.
Yeah, you should have enough time to do that.
Okay.
So, Carmen, did you want to go ahead and make a perception check for your watch?
Yes. Although I would like to have the... Sorry, my spacebar just hung up on me. I would like to have the invisible detector lantern out.
Okay.
While I do so.
Go for it. Roll a perception check.
Oh my god.
No, I'm so sorry. It should not be advantage.
So that's a 1.
That's a natural 1.
It's a natural 1. Wow, you rolled a 1 and a 20.
2 sides, worst dice.
So I got a natural 1, and we should never let me, any future familiars, or any future seeds ever roll for a perception check ever again.
Yeah, you notice absolutely nothing. And
I mean, I assume with a 1 I pass out.
Yeah, you doze
Yeah.
back and forth, and eventually kind of wake up. Not sure how much time has
Rob
passed,
snores.
but it seems as though Alara is just about done with her coming out of her meditative trance.
I'll wake up Carmen and tell her I'm taking over.
Hey.
Ice cold.
All right.
Let
That
the
would
adults
be a good
take over,
idea.
dear.
I fall asleep.
Okay.
Embarrassed.
She just rubs her. It's like, it's okay. It's been a long day for all of us.
Okay. Alara, if you'd like to make a perception check, you may. Nice.
Oh,
Natural
alright.
20 for a total of 24. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Carmen, I know you said you had the lamp. Or is that still there?
Yeah, I would have. I imagine I would have taken my one of my weapons, stabbed it into the ground, and just hung the lantern off of the crossguard.
Okay. Nice.
Or maybe even stolen Talon for a second to do that.
Okay.
Cool. You just take both off my body and then.
Yeah, so it's just hanging off like a makeshift kind of hanger, and I've kept it burning all night. I have a lot of flammable oils and liquids.
Yeah, it would be using a lot of oil, but I know you guys made a point to buy a lot, so
I've had a lot of oil since the previous campaign, because I like setting things on fire.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, that's really fair.
So, Alara, you see this invisible sensor. Well, it's not invisible, but you see this orb kind of sensor floating right outside the hut.
Okay. Fortunately, while she was meditating, she redid some of her spells. For just such an emergency. She is going to she's going to give it a shot, and she's going to try to spell magic on it. I guess I used up my nat 20.
Okay.
I believe in you.
Nice. Can you go ahead and just make an intelligence check?
Alrighty. I think I need a 15 or higher.
That's correct.
23.
You do so. You cast a spell magic, and the orb disappears.
Oh, yes.
Hell yeah.
And as a precaution, Alara will she will go ahead and cast her mage hand and just kind of take the lantern, and the mage hand will just kind of continuously do a circle around us just to make sure that nothing else is out there.
Seems like nothing else is out there. Besides that, the night is still. No movement. Pretty confident. Besides, that was the only thing. Still an uncomfortable feeling that you're being watched, but for the time being, there's no orbs, no invisible objects, and no non-invisible signs of danger or anything like that as well.
Awesome. The last thing she'll do is she'll take a moment and she'll just get a little bit of meditative thought here, and she'll bring Kaya back.
Okay.
Knowing that it was a bit of a traumatizing time for her as well. she feels that she may need her friend.
Okay, so you begin to lay out all the herbs, burn them in a little patch that you've made. Kind of spread out the all the magical components and begin to utter the arcane words. And after 10 minutes, sure enough, the figure of your tiny fairy familiar appears in front of you. And the look of shock at first, and then a warm smile. She kind of dazzles and dances around you, leaving a trail of pixie dust in her wake, and then just kind of goes and perches on your shoulder. Alara kind of leans over towards your head, just with a soft sigh.
And yes, I'll just kiss her on the forehead and let her know it's okay. And just as a note, I will have to replenish any herbs to bring her back again. That was the last of what I had stored.
Okay, noted. So you got most of your meditation in, Alara, so you're feeling pretty rested. You still have this healing potion going. Did you want to just wait till sunrise, or did you want to wake anyone else up, or do anything else?
I'll let them rest as long as they want until the hut is about to expire.
Okay. Carmen, you wake up relatively early, woken by some commotion, sort of, pulling out your hair, and then kind of whispers in your ear, and kind of some pounding on your chest, and you kind of wake up groggy and see Song, the imp, kind of trying to get your attention. She begins to whisper to you in Infernal, and Alara, you're kind of, focusing on your healing potion, but you hear some noises, and I don't think you can understand Infernal, but you're aware when Song begins speaking, but Carmen, you hear, "Granddaughter, you're getting closer. I can feel you. Please hurry. I don't know what this mad mage will do to me. I'm not the only one imprisoned here, by the way. There's a strange figure of looks to be a dragonborn imprisoned in a cage, not far from me. We're deep below the temple. It appears that this mage is working with the orcs now. I hear them talking, but I cannot make out what they're saying."
Are we north or south or east or west of you?
"I do not know. I wish I could offer you more. I only ask that you keep searching, keep looking."
Okay. We're continuing to search and look. Do not worry. Do you happen to know which peak they brought you in through or something?
And you hear Song say, "Peek? What you want Song to peek at?"
Mother
and Song
of
goes like,
God,
"Peekaboo!"
I just want... Siri, I didn't even talk to you. Apparently Peekaboo is the thing that Siri reacted to.
Nice.
Carmen throws her hands up and then rolls over onto her stomach and starts screaming into the pillow and violently.
Okay, you guys all wake up.
Pardon you.
Did she get shut down?
This Rosalind kind of rolls over like, "This again?" And she rolls back.
put my arms up like this. Try and go back to sleep.
I'm screaming into a pillow. Also, you all have or not children. Almost all of you have siblings, so this should probably be par for the course, except for Mira and Alara.
Alara, your potion finishes brewing, and around the same time, the dome disappears. 8 hours have gone by, and your warm slumber is rudely interrupted by this gust of cold wind.
Well, I can't say it's the worst wake-up call I've ever had, but definitely top 10.
Have I mentioned that I hate the cold?
Buy Long Johns.
Okay, you know what? Do you know how, like, unflattering Long Johns are? Just, you know.
You wear them
Out of character. I love Long Johns.
But so Rosalind begins kind of packing her things. She's like, well, alright, Carmen, since you know where this temple is, lead the way.
Okay, so I don't know where it is. We're finding it vis-a-vis Marco Polo. Wait, okay, hang on, no. What's the fantasy equivalent of Marco Polo? I need to know. This is important.
That's a good question.
Also, maybe say we have
I don't
a long
know.
rest.
Yeah, you have a long rest. You can get your stuff back.
Oh, you spare.
So I can't think of anything funny on the spot. Sorry.
Okay, well, I guess, I don't know.
Roscoe Dolo.
Yeah. We're finding my grandmother vis-a-vis Roscoe Dolo, so this is not an exact
It's
science,
canon now.
but it's more but it's more exact than what you were doing, so we got that going for us.
Says, fair enough. Well, what direction do you suggest we try next, then?
Well, I know we're getting closer. At least that's what Song told me, that we're getting closer. So I assume just the same direction we've been going in, yeah?
Didn't you see a tower last night?
Yeah, big mountains, big secrets, stuff like that.
Holy shit, Kyler's back.
Oh my goodness, Kaya, hello, beautiful.
Kaya spins around. There's a trail of dust around you guys, trail of pixie dust. She gives you a little hug around your finger, Juliana.
So cute.
Abner kind of smirks and just nods. Welcome back. Turns around, grabs his stuff.
Yeah, you do care.
She flies.
Softy.
She flies over to you, Abner, right on top of your Displacer Beast helm, and shakes out all her wings and leaves a bunch of glitter on your furs and on all your clothes. And she kind of snickers, flies back to Laura.
I want to put a finger up to my lips.
Just let him believe nothing happened.
While we're preparing, Lara will cast Mage Armor, refreshing it again.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, I'm still kind of tired.
Can you roll a
have
d10, Alara?
Sure.
Oh, goodness.
Okay.
5.
Rosalind is going to do the same. She says, "Oh, I know that one." And she'll also cast Mage Armor.
I'm gonna be like rolling Juliana. It's like, okay.
All right. So as Rosalind does that,
Oh no. Percentile dice.
this is kind of funny.
Oh, no.
All right. She
Another one?
instantly. Oh wow. Okay. She shrinks.
Swear to God, if she just casts fireball.
Her height. She shrinks 9 inches. It's like, oh, what happened? Why do you all look taller?
Wait,
So hang on, she's a full foot shorter than Carmen. If
Now,
she shrunk by 9 inches,
almost 2
she
feet.
is now. She's like 4'3".
This is, did I shrink? Damn it!
Yeah.
Someone dispel me! Come on!
Sorry. Not in my
Yes.
repertoire today.
Being short is awful.
Yeah, still taller than Abner.
Jesus.
Oh, sorry, Abner. I didn't mean it in a bad way. I just meant. Anyway, should we get moving?
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, let's go. Let's go
Let's
towards the big mountain.
Alara will tap her staff of defense again and touch Rosalind to attempt to cast mage armor on her, seeing that one failed.
Okay.
That's so nice.
So it actually it didn't fail. It worked.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It just
She
had
just shrunk.
that additional
got
effect.
shorter.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So
It's
be careful
interesting.
with your short legs when walking. Abner's just gonna huff off.
That is so
Oh.
You can have inspiration, Abner, if you don't. Alright, so which direction are you guys marching in?
Towards the big mountain, I guess.
Well, you're kind of on the biggest mountain, it seems like.
Mhm. We are on the biggest mountain. Sinclair, did you see a tower last night? With the
I
spyglass?
would have filled everyone in that. I am going to be honest with you. That was about where my head started feeling like it was being hit with a hammer. So probably.
Yeah, you did.
Maybe we should see that first.
So looking around
Simple
with
as
the
man-made.
naked eye, you guys don't see any sort of tower or structure or anything like that.
Wait, didn't you use the spyglass last time?
You did.
Abner, do you?
Natural 20 with the spyglass.
Abner. Do you have the spyglass? Can Mira borrow it to look for the tower? I'm so sleepy. I can't
Damn
see
it,
right.
I'm short, not absent-minded. Here, just
I
chuck.
appreciate it.
That's not what I. I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna pat Juliana on the shoulder and then try to look around with the spyglass, see if I can't find this tower that Sinclair had mentioned.
Okay, so
Can I help give advantage? Just because I probably know the direction we were looking.
with the spyglass and knowing the direction, you won't even need to roll. Especially with Mira's good passive perception. Between this mountain and the next largest one to the direct south, there is a odd stone shape protruding from the rock, from the side of the rock. It seems like almost like a pillar, but like that's tilted slightly at like a 45-degree angle or something like that.
Not quite a tower, but it's more of a lead than we've had. Shall we?
Rosalind's like, well, we're not going to get anywhere standing here.
Spyglass.
Starts
Spyglass.
walking.
Alright, come on, sleepyhead, let's go.
Okay.
I kind of like pull Juliana along.
I guess I'll pop in kind of between Mira and Abner.
Okay. Rosalind's gonna walk here the same. So you guys begin marching. Anyone want to do anything?
Keeping an eye out for threats and maybe more man-made structures.
Okay, you can roll a perception check.
Look at day. Perception. 23.
Nice. Okay, so doesn't appear to be any threats. Appears pretty calm. The wind is not as strong today, which is nice. You trek for a little bit more, and you notice you can start to see this structure with the naked eye. And Mira, looking through the spyglass again, it looks as though there is some sort of object on the end of it, and it actually just looks to be like an elongated limb or something, like a large, like perhaps a piece of a statue. Looks like it's fallen or sunken or something, and there's, and if you were to keep walking a little bit more, you would eventually see what looks to be a fist or a hand gripping something. Well, the 23 is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It appears to be a balance or a set of scales.
This is it? Sorry. Out of character.
We might be onto something. Come on. Kind of like walk a little closer to the statue, maybe see or the arm, see maybe where it fell from.
Okay. So it's still a good distance away. Walk for another mile or so, and then you can all kind of see it now. It becomes pretty clear in the foreground as you kind of descend this large mountain and start to climb up another one and descend. It starts to flatten out a bit. There is a bit more greenery around this area. As you continue, you notice, you all notice what I described to Carissa. It appears as though near this sort of tipped over statue, there are some other pieces of rubble as well. And it is very clearly like an elongated arm, like holding a scale. There looks to once perhaps have been a head attached to it, but there is currently no head. It's just kind of a neck and then like some robes. And it's kind of stuck in the side of this rock here. Sinclair, there is no doubt in your mind this is, or there at least was once, a representation of none other than your goddess Knave. It appears as if you have arrived, or if not, you're very close. As you kind of look around, I think we're going to stop there for tonight. So you guys have made it to your destination, seemingly for now. Were there any last things anyone wanted to do before we stop?
Well, Abner's gonna mention, told you, it's a giant that got petrified.
That's fair. Well then, how are they peeing?
And there's so much iron in his pee from the petrification.
Oh,
Thus the Pink River.
That's fair.
I mean, just because you turned to stone don't mean you don't pee.
Yeah. I mean,
One's not.
I mean, I heard stories
They're
about
like,
the
oh,
statue
this
of
one's
Mariah.
you. True. It's got no noggin. Right?
I don't even know how to respond to that.
On that note, let's end it there. Thanks, everyone, for watching on Twitch. Appreciate it, and check us out
Yes.
next time, in 2 weeks from now. Bye, everyone.